yourselves and each other with respect, and remind yourselves often of what brought you together. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. When frustration, difficulties, and fear assail your relationship, as they threaten all relationships at one time or another, remember to focus on what is right between you, not only the part which seems wrong. In this way, you can ride out the storms when clouds hide the face of the sun in your lives, remembering that even if you lose sight of it for a moment, the sun is still there. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your life, together it will be marked by abundance and delight.
Oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. I love you so much. That dress is marvelous.
I love it.
I love this. Zack, it is incredibly special committing my life to you today at the place where we met, standing here where you proposed, and the place that holds so many of my favorite memories with you. You offer a steady, calm presence that I can't live without, and it feels too good to be true. There was an instant soulmate connection between us. You felt like a magnet to me, and that pull towards you has never faded since that day. You have a heart filled with so much love, and I am so lucky to receive your love every day. It is beyond my wildest dreams to have someone like you as my partner and husband. The past 4 years have been a dream come true, filled with unforgettable memories, immense joy, and a deep love that surpasses anything I could have imagined. Since that day I met you, I have been continually grateful for your presence in my life. You truly went for it by moving across the country to be with me, and I can't thank you enough. I love you now and always, and I can't wait to begin this new chapter of our lives together as husband and wife.
There's so many reasons I want to marry you. It's not just because you're beautiful, smart, and funny, but what really draws me to you is your gracious empathy. You help me feel when I can't feel, and you help me understand me more. My grandpa asked me if I was going to marry you, and it hadn't really dawned on me how head over heels I was for you. But when I said it out loud for the first time, yes, I'm going to marry her. And from that moment on, I have never wanted anything else. What we have is deep and loving. Very emotional the way your family has treated me and took me under their wing. You're the best thing in my life, and I love you.
We have gathered here today to join Zack and Grace in the sacred bond of marriage. There is something about the mountain that is at once grounding, yet elevating, intoxicating, yet soothing, wild, yet serene. It's a secret that the mountain shares with you. And just like a marriage, the mountain also challenges you, yet nurtures you in the safety of its presence. Its magic is here for you to share with each other during your marriage. So let us receive this gift from the mountain as you move forward into its mystery and the sublime adventure of marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise? Now, they were both two people who could have settled for less and not gone through the struggles of a long-distance relationship, but they knew that there was something between them that actually would go the distance. So they both took a leap of faith, and Zack moved across the country so they could become husband and wife. Who presents this woman to be married?
Her mother and I.
So happy for you, Zack. We love you.
Zack, do you take Grace to be your lawfully wedded wife, your best friend, faithful partner, and one true love? Do you promise to love her for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Grace, do you take Zack to be your lawfully wedded husband, your best friend, faithful partner, and one true love? Do you promise to love him for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
I now pronounce you husband and wife!
I know it's very special to Grace and Zack to have you all here in Montana at the Yellowstone Club, where they met, became engaged, and are now married. Their love story is straight out of a romance novel, and I bet if it ever became a movie, Grace would be played by Anne Hathaway and Zack by Tom Cruise. And unbeknownst to you, he would also be a secret superhero called the Grace Whisperer. All he needs to do is whisper your name, and all is well. You gently touch her arm or her leg, and I see her immediately soften. It's actually beautiful to witness. It's also beautiful to see how perfectly you balance each other out, and how you completely love and accept each other just as you are. And I'm so excited for your future together as husband and wife. So here's to Grace and Zack.
Grace, it's a fabulous day for you and Zack. And your mom and I are just incredibly proud of you and how you've grown into just this beautiful, elegant young lady. Grace is a connector. She connects the whole family together. And she's also incredibly tenacious. And the best example of Grace's tenacity, it was May of 2020. COVID was raging. And Grace comes in and says, I'd like to go to Seattle to see Zack. And I'm like, who the hell's Zack? And absolutely not. If those of you who know Grace, this is just the beginning of a negotiation. And then she kept bringing it up, and finally we just said, Grace, this is your decision, or we just gave up. I think it was probably the latter. And she runs off in the middle of COVID to Seattle, to Fox Island, to go meet Zack. This is the best decision you ever made, was to go to Seattle. Shortly after that, Zack's coming to Oklahoma City, and we have a party for him. All the friends came over. And we fell in love with this guy. Absolutely fell in love with Zack. We just want to welcome you to our family. You've not only captured Grace's heart, but you've earned our admiration, respect, and love. But Grace, I want you and Zack to just take a moment, just to look around this room. These are the people that have come to Montana because they love you. You've connected us all. So thank you for connecting us. So here's the love, laughter, and happily ever after. Cheers.
I want to take a special moment to thank my grandmother, who has been my mother. Grace, I'm the luckiest man to be standing here with you today. bit about Grace. She is the most compassionate, supportive, tenacious, and most beautiful human being I have ever met. From day one, Kirsten and David, you have welcomed me with open arms, and I am incredibly grateful. I am ultimately thankful to you, David, for letting Grace and I be Grace and I.
We are so grateful for everyone traveling all this way to celebrate us this weekend. This place holds all my favorite memories with my family and Zack. It is truly surreal having everyone here at this place that means the world to me. We don't take it lightly, the resources and time it took to come here, and we are forever grateful. I want to give a big thank you to my parents for showing me such a great example of a true partnership and loving marriage. They are an incredible team, and this celebration would not have been possible without them. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. We are truly so grateful.